It's time to focus on the things you need, the things you deserve. You deserve a healthy body, supplements that get you moving and keep you moving, that make you feel good, look good, do good. And they shouldn't contain GMOs, artificial ingredients, or heavy metals, ever. Supplements that are clinically studied, use proven absorption technologies, are designed by scientists, and are ethically sourced and produced. Supplements with everything you need, nothing you don't. You deserve a company that you can trust, that's dedicated to safe manufacturing practices and third-party testing, that ensures the highest quality of effectiveness from extraction of ingredients all the way to the composition of the packaging. Wait a second. You deserve to see the process. You deserve a company led by a CEO with a deep belief in the power of people, dedicated to inspiring entrepreneurs to achieve success. A company with a phytonutrient chemist and expert on natural molecules who is obsessed with human health and has your best interest in mind to design its products. A board comprised of talented doctors from around the world. You deserve to be surrounded by people you trust and look up to. Empowered ambassadors that inspire wellness every day. Leaders who are rooting for you to be the best version of yourself. A community that works hard and plays hard. You deserve to experience adventures that take you around the world, and you deserve to be recognized for your hard work. It's time to get what you deserve. It's time to shift your focus. 3.
Well, hello, everybody out there. This is Samson Lee coming to you from Los Angeles, California. Welcome to this week's exciting Wellness Wednesday. Wow, today, all of you are in for a treat. So, on these weekly calls, we have many medical and scientists speaking on these calls to educate everybody. But today, we have some of the who's in all of three. Today, first, let me introduce somebody that I've traveled with all over the world, gotten to know very well, and is incredibly passionate gentleman, Dr. Dan Gubler. And Dr. Dan was a professor. I was so impressed about that. And in biochemistry, his PhD is in biochemistry, and he was trained at Caltech right in my backyard. And over the years, he's really have made so many major achievements, not only being a award-winning scientist, but having 16 patents pending or granted, and he has developed more than 70 supplements to his credit, earned hundreds of millions of dollars in sales. So today we're very fortunate to welcome Dr. Dan Gubler, our Chief Scientific Officer. Hello, Dr. Dan.
Hello, Samson. Hello, everyone. Good to be with you.
All right. And then the other amazing gentleman we have today, this gentleman I met through he's very passionate about health. When I first met him, he's super friendly. Also, when I look at his resume and gotten to know him, very impressive, educated in Chicago. Only the best doctors, medical doctors go to Chicago. Come on. And so, and being an emergency doctor, obviously he's seen all kinds of situation in the emergency room. But not only being a doctor, but he is an assistant professor in emergency science. And I was so impressed that not only as a medical doctor, but he has spent a lot of community time being a commissioner in health in his community. So now that he's back off from his practice, he's relocated himself to the beautiful state of Florida. Welcome, Dr. Stephen Sabo. Hello, Dr. Sabo. How are you?
I'm good, Samson. Thank you. Thank you for that. Excited to be here for our discussion tonight.
Yeah, and today, I'm very excited to hear how you and Dr. Dan going to talk about how the science of three relates to our lifestyle. It's going to be very exciting. So without further ado, I'm going to turn over to Dr. Dan and Dr. Sabo to get it started. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Wonderful. Thank you, Samson. Sure appreciate it. Dr. Sabo, welcome. So great to be with you. And as Samson mentioned, up to this point, we've been talking a lot about the detailed science behind our products, right? We're talking about mechanisms and gene expression, epigenetics, and absorption, bioavailability, and all that. And all that's great. But as Dr. Sabo and Samson and I were talking, we thought we'd take it down a little bit because really, it all matters about what our products do and how our products help to impact people's lives. And I know all of you here listening on the call have maybe yourself, hopefully yourself, and then those that you've interacted with have seen how these products change lives. And so we want to talk about that, about how no matter what stage you're at in life, our products can help to transform and better your life. So Dr. Sabo, but before we get started, I just wanted to say hi. You and I haven't, we're on the board. We don't get to chat with each other just one-on-one as much as I would like. Tell me a little bit. What have you been up to? What's been going on with you and your career, and what what have you seen as you've been traveling around?
Well, actually, Dr. Dan, I've been traveling around to some longevity conferences the last 3 or 4 weeks. Pretty
Okay.
exciting.
Nice. And longevity is obviously hot right now. It's one of the hottest trends in the industry. Longevity science, right? There's new genes that have been discovered. SIRT1. Obviously, we have resveratrol and polyphenols in our Eternal product and other products that can help with longevity. As you've been at these conferences, what are some of the major things that they're talking about, Dr. Sabo?
Sure. I got to tell you, I'm fascinated by longevity. I'm reading Peter Attia's book right now, Outlive.
Hmm.
It's that book that's about 450 pages. I just started it, but great book. And, longevity is really interesting because it's not only about lifespan or how long we want to live, but it's about health span. In other words, being healthy for that period of time. And so they're finding that there are a lot of different things that we can do to increase our health span and lifespan at the same time. And so, Dan, if you would, I'd just like to talk about these 4 pillars that really will fit in with what we're talking about and our supplements that are going to help people as well. So there are 4 pillars that were presented at these conferences that actually can help with lifespan and health span. And that includes sleep, nutrition, exercise, and social connection. Now, with sleep, this is perhaps the most important pillar. It's important to aim for 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night.
Hmm.
It's important to have a consistent time to go to bed and a wake schedule. And Dr. Dan, as an ER doctor, that was pretty much impossible over the years with
Yeah.
the day shift, the mid shift, the overnight shift. But since I've retired from clinical medicine, getting a consistent schedule is certainly easier. I don't know if you guys know, but eating meals within 2 hours of bedtime is not a good idea. You ever have trouble sleeping when you do that? You want to push those meals at least 2 hours before bedtime. And of course, you want to avoid screen exposure, whether it's the TV, the phone, the iPad. You want to avoid alcohol and drugs, these type of things. They can affect your sleep schedule as well. I just got this Aura ring over here this week. It measures how well you sleep. And funny story, it actually said to me the other day, "Did you just take a nap?" And I said that to Gladys. I clicked on it. I said no. And she said, "Yes, you did." So it's obviously better than yourself. You don't even know you did that. The second category, longevity pillar, is nutrition. And it doesn't just impact the way we feel today, but it's how we age and it affects how long we live. And the key is to eat a combination of healthy fats, proteins, and complex carbohydrates. And things to avoid would be sugar and processed foods, ultra processed foods, seed oils. With exercise, one of the biggest factors here with exercise is muscle mass, and specifically sarcopenia and loss of muscle mass.
Mm.
And when you have that, your longevity goes down. So it's important to incorporate a well-rounded exercise routine, including mobility training, cardio, resistance training, and high-intensity interval training as well. And the benefits extend not just from the physical benefits, but mood and cognition. It improves inflammation and immune response, insulin sensitivity, and metabolic health as well. And
Mm.
finally, the fourth category is social connection. People with strong ties live longer. It's a known fact. Studies have shown this. They have less stress, they have better mental and physical health. And in order to strengthen your connections, things you can do: join a club, volunteer, reconnect with loved ones, form new friendships. And Dr. Dan, there's no better community than our community right here at 3. So back to you.
Oh, that's beautiful. Thanks, Steve. Yeah, community is an important thing. And I agree with you. So grateful for everybody on this call and the entire 3 community as we, one of our highlights, Steve and I, Dr. Steve and I have been over to Hong Kong to see each of you. We've been at events all around the world, and we're just grateful for each of you. Grateful to meet you guys, and grateful for all that you do. Well, that's great, Dr. Steve. I love the points that you shared. And when it comes to nutrition, one of those is supplementation, right? Because we know that the food that we're eating today, the nutrients, the medicinal phytonutrients in that food isn't present in as large amounts as the food our parents and certainly our grandparents ate. And so science-based supplementation is a powerful thing to help make sure that we're getting the nutrients that we need. Would you agree with that, Dr. Sabo?
Absolutely. Great lead into our next our discussion coming up.
Yeah, so to get into the meat of our discussion, as Dr. Sabo and I were talking about what we could do, we thought we'd put together a few case studies to clearly show that no matter what your age is, our products and the need states that our products address can help individuals at every stage in their life. And so the first case study, and I say case study, but we meet people like this all the time when we travel and do meetings and events and whatnot. The first case study is a 25-year-old woman. She's a young working professional. She lives in the big city. You think New York or Seoul or Singapore, Hong Kong. She burns the midnight oil. She works a lot. It's demanding. It's high stress. She eats out a lot for work. She meets a lot of clients. She's wining and dining, and she doesn't have a lot of time for herself, but she's active in her community. Saturdays, Sundays, she, in the morning time when she can, she volunteers at homeless shelters. She serves the community, whatever she can do. She exercises 3 times a week, and in those rare moments where she can pull away from work, she likes to travel. So you might say, well, that's me. Or do you know someone like that? I'm sure a lot of us probably do. And so let's talk about how the products, our lineup of products, 10 products, can help this individual. So, Dr. Sabo, what are your thoughts about how our product lineup can help this individual with her particular lifestyle?
Sure, Dr. Dan. Obviously, all of our products can help this woman in so many ways. And so let's go product by product. And that's what we're going to be doing this evening with each of these case studies, as Dr. Dan says, and discuss how each product can help. And in this case, help this 25-year-old woman active who lives in a city. Vitalite, our multivitamin. So the multivitamin ensures that she has all the nutrients, all the vitamins and the minerals that she needs. And remember, she eats out a lot. I think we said that she eats out a lot. Maybe she doesn't eat healthy all the time. Maybe she eats some of those foods with seed oils or what have you. And so she may not get all the nutrients. Vitalite is going to ensure that she does. Eternal, our anti-aging product, is great for hormone health and menstruation support that this 25-year-old female would need. The collagen is, in a sense, a proactive measure, and it helps keep her collagen levels high. Now, at 25, her collagen levels probably are higher than some of the other people we're going to discuss here, but this helps to keep them high. The Revive, it's going to actually help her keep her brain sharp and keep her inflammation at bay, because the key ingredient here is curcumin, which is the most potent natural anti-inflammatory. So it's going to pull those levels of inflammation down. The immune product, she travels, maybe she works long hours into the night, and this is going to help her maintain a healthy immune system. The Purify is our detox product, and it's going to help keep the elimination organs healthy, especially as she travels. And again, if she doesn't eat right, this can help pull toxins out of her body. The next group we'll talk about is the Visage collection, and the first one is the Pure Cleanse, and this is going to protect her from her skin from the environmental pollutants of living in that big city. Lots of pollutants in the air, and this is going to help pull those pollutants out of the skin. The Radiant Toner is going to protect her from blue light pollution that she may experience, and the Visage Super Serum is going to help her against the wrinkles. Now, there's a kind of an intertwining here with the next product, our new Visage Mountain Caviar. That is the moisturizer, has that same neurocosmetic technology as the Super Serum, and so it's going to help her sleep better in the limited time she has. She may stay out late, and this may help her sleep better. Now I'd like to move on to the second case study, and I'd like to present this to Dr. Dan and have Dr. Dan explain how the products might help this person. So this person is a 35-year-old male. He's an entrepreneur. He sold his company a year ago. He lives in a mountain town and spends most of his time working out in the gym and skiing and hiking and mountain biking and running while he's between gigs. And maybe one of his gigs is as a brand ambassador for 3. He's single and he doesn't have a great diet. Dr. Dan, would you like to comment on how our products might help him?
Yeah, I'd love to, Dr. Sabo. First, I was hearing you describe how these products can help this 25-year-old woman, and I'm just imagining that as she takes our 10 products, isn't it great? We have 10 products, 6 nutritional, 4 skincare. Just imagine as she takes each one of those, how she's going to feel better. Each morning she wakes up, imagine she'll have some more energy. Mood will be a bit more stabilized. Obviously, when she takes our neurocosmetic products, she'll feel better. She'll be sleeping better. People will be noticing. They'll be like, "Oh my gosh, what are you? What are you doing? How are you looking so youthful and whatnot?" And I imagine that's going to help her confidence at her work. And so I'm just excited when you explain that, Dr. Sabo. That's awesome. Okay, but back to the task at hand. So now we're going to a man, right? So we want to show how our products can help people no matter what gender they are, no matter where they are on this planet. And again, remember, our goal is to make sure that all 8 billion people on this planet have an opportunity to try and experience our products. So with this person, with Vitalite, really what this person needs is this person, they work out a lot. Recovery is important to them. And you remember Vitalite has the vitamins and minerals, the enzymes, the probiotics, the prebiotics, and the postbiotics that the body needs. And there's some really interesting research coming online showing that probiotics are really good to help with workout and recovery. So the probiotics in Vitalite, now all the vitamins and minerals, all that's great, but the probiotics are really going to help this person. When it comes to Eternel, this person is working out a lot, and that could put some stress on the body. When you exercise, you create oxidative stress, right? And this is a response that the body produces. The body is designed to overcome that oxidative stress, but it needs help. We want to make sure that the body isn't overwhelmed and overpowered from this stress that's caused by exercising intensely. And so Eternel with its resveratrol, polyphenols, CoQ10, can actually help slow the aging process and make sure that oxidative stress is kept at bay. And collagen. So when we think of collagen, we think of it as a beauty from within product, and it is. But collagen is also really good for supporting health of our joints. And so this individual, he's exercising a lot, right? Dr. Sabo said that he's skiing, he's mountain biking. And as you know, when you ski, at the end of the day, I don't know about you, Dr. Sabo, but my knees start to hurt and ache and whatnot, and the joints. And so collagen can help with joint health. Revive. Inflammation is a root cause of all health issues. Revive helps to reduce muscle stiffness and soreness, which this person is going to experience because of his intense workout schedule. Immune is going to improve health of the gut from the poor diet that this person eats. So 80% of your immune system is in your gut. And your gut is formed and shaped by what you eat. And so if you're not eating well, you need help in making sure that the gut is healthy and strong. And I mentioned the probiotics and Vitality, that's going to help. But our quorum sensing technology in immune that helps us support a healthy gut and a healthy immune system is really going to help this individual. And then Purify helps to detox the body from the poor diet, right? He's eating a poor diet, processed foods, ultra processed foods, probably seed oils, like you talked about, Dr. Sabo. This is really going to help him. And, he's outdoors a lot. And sometimes outdoors, you drink from streams and do things that maybe, it's kind of a bit cavalier. And so our Purify product can make sure that his detox organs in the body are functioning properly to help with that. And then we go to our Visage system. And again, when we think of skincare, a lot of times we think it's more for women. And there are obviously more women that take skincare products than men. But that shouldn't be the case, actually, in my opinion, because the skin and improving and supporting and maintaining health of the skin is just as important for a man as it is a woman. And in this case study with this man, he's out all the time. He's a guy, so he's probably not putting on a lot of sunscreen. He's probably not doing things to take care of his skin while he's mountain biking, and he has the wind and the dirt and the sand splashing on his cheeks, when he's skiing, and he has kind of, not frostbite, but that's pretty cold UV radiation from the sun that's bouncing off the snow and hitting his face. So he really needs protection. And this Visage system just make sure that everything is cleansed, nutrients delivered, the serum, the neurocosmetic. It's going to help him to feel better in his recovery, and it's going to help him to look better as well. So for this individual, these 10 products are going to be super helpful for him. Sound good, Dr. Sabo? Anything you want to add there?
Yeah, I just want to add that a 35-year-old guy may drink from streams, but I think as we get older, we get wiser and we don't do that. But
that's right. Good point. Good point. We're both past that stage in life, right? So that's a good thing. Okay, so Dr. Sabo, let's move on to the next case study. This is a 45-year-old woman. She has two kids. Their ages 14 and 16. And you have children. You have two daughters, right, Dr. Sabo? You have two
I
daughters.
do.
I have three daughters. All of our daughters are past this 14 and 16 age stage, but we've been there, done that. Our amazing wives have been there and done that, Gladys and Jane. But this woman, two kids, ages 14 and 16, she's starting perimenopause. Her hair's starting to thin, but she exercises 6 times a week. She eats great. She eats super clean. She's health conscious. She's always reading books. You mentioned the book Peter Attia, right? I'm sure she's read that. She's read a lot of books. She really wants to make sure that her health is maintained. She's struggling a little bit when it comes to weight management, right? That's important to her, obviously. And so she's doing the best she can. Dr. Sabo, how can these products from 3 help her to maintain her health and even take it to the next level?
Well, good news, Dr. Dan. All of our products can help this case study as well, the 45-year-old perimenopausal woman. The Vitalite, again, the nutrients, the vitamins, especially helpful in a perimenopausal person. And interestingly enough, actually, hormone support can be gotten from the selenium, which is one of the ingredients in our Vitalite. You get extra antioxidant protection from the phytonutrients in this product. And if she gives this product to her kids, they're going to have all the nutrients that they need as well. Remember, our products are for over the age of 12, and these kids, I believe, were 14 and 16. The Eternal, the resveratrol helps with hormone health and menstruation support. The collagen production, remember, of collagen, it decreases as we get older. And so collagen helps with the fine wrinkles, the lines, the thickness of the hair. Remember, her hair was thinning, may help with the nails as well. The Revive, again, anti-inflammatory, think, and so post-exercise recovery would be very helpful here. With the Immune, think of these kids as bringing home lots of different colds and viruses, so this might be protective for her. And for her kids, again, over the age of 12, this may be helpful and protective for the kids as well. Purify, think environmental factors, the protection here against toxins, environmental toxins, and food toxins as well. And so this helps support clean eating. You eat something that has some toxins in it or unhealthy ingredients, and the Purify can take it out of your system. And then we have the Visage system, so to speak, the cleanser, helping the skin microbiome, the toner, helping with vitamin and mineral support, and then the super serum and the caviar, of course, helps with mood support, sleeping, emotional well-being. And as far as the sleeping, remember, you got 2 teenagers there, so this woman may not be sleeping very well. This may really be a blessing for her. And then the mountain caviar, moisturizing the skin. As we get older, the skin starts to dry out. And these last 2 really a 1-2 punch because both have that neurocosmetic effect to it there. Any other thoughts on that, Dr. Dan?
Yeah, I'm really excited about our newest product, our creme caviar. And actually, this is a picture of the mountain caviar from Japan, where we get it from. And just what a powerful, unique ingredient that no other company is using this ingredient. This is exclusive to our company. The molecules that we use in here are exclusive. And I just think what you said, Dr. Sabo, with this woman is, I'm sure she's running thin with those busy teenagers, right? As she's driving them around probably to music practice and dance practice and sporting events and all these sorts of things, to have something that she could rely on to help with her sleep, her mood, and all the other nutritional products. I think it's just powerful.
So let's go on to our 4th case study. And I want you to imagine a 65-year-old woman. She's in menopause. She's worried about bone mineral density. She wants to maintain muscle. And her weight loss and maintenance of weight, not going too high, is very important to her. Dr. Dan, how would the 3 products help her?
Yeah, man, our products are going to help her so much. Vitalite, one of the great things that it does is the bioavailable vitamins and minerals. Now, there's a lot of products that have vitamins and minerals. A classic multivitamin, obviously, that's what it is. But our yeast glycoprotein matrix technology in Vitalite helps to ensure that these vitamins and minerals sink deep into the cells. And not just all cells, but specifically bone cells, which are called osteoblasts. And bone mineral density, losing bone mineral density is a big deal for both women and men. It's a little more for women as we age and get older. And so Vitalite, with its highly bioavailable vitamins and minerals, can help to preserve bone mineral density. Eternel, with its resveratrol and the other polyphenols, can really help to support and maintain healthy hormone levels as she goes through this transition period. And we're not just talking estrogen and progesterone. We're talking about GIP and GLP-1 and other hormones to make sure that things are and melatonin to make sure that all these systems and these hormones, these chemical messengers, are functioning properly and at good levels. With collagen, joint pain is a big deal as we get older. Skin, hair, and nails, right? We can have brittle nails. Skin elasticity can be reduced. As we get older, age spots, hyperpigmentation, these sorts of things can build up. And so our collagen product can definitely help with that. When it comes to Revive, when we get older, what happens is the inflammatory markers in the body increase. It just does. And that's because talking about longevity, as Dr. Sabo spoke so eloquently about that at the beginning of our call tonight, what happens is as we age, inflammatory markers like TNF alpha and NF kappa B and IL-6 interleukins, they increase. And we think it's probably because, telomeres are shortening and things are just slowing down a little bit. And so inflammation is increased. And that's why as we get older, we just get some more aches and bumps and bruises. And so Revive, with its powerful ability to support a healthy inflammatory status in the body, that's a big deal. That's just going to help her to feel great as she continues on in life. Same thing with the immune system. The immune system can be more prone to be under attack as we age. And so for her to take Immune every single day and to give it to her husband, because that's what the amazing women in our lives do, right? They take these products and then they say, hey, you got to take this. And so to take Immune to help her immune system be healthy and vibrant and strong and to ward off invaders that might want to compromise her health. That's a big deal. Purify to remove the buildup of heavy metals and toxins. Sometimes the older we get, where the kids are gone and whatnot, and it's just us, or it's us and our spouse. We tend to eat out a little bit more, right? Just because it's hard to make food for, we're used to making food for 4, 5, 6 people, and now it's down to 1 or 2. And so a lot of times we go to eat out, and when we eat out, we're more prone to having toxins enter into the body just because we're not sure how the food is prepared and things like that, and even parasites. And so Purify is a big deal that can help with that. And then when it comes to our Visage collection, right? I mean, all of these with the Pure Cleanse is going to make sure that the skin microbiome of this person is healthy and vibrant and strong. One thing we need to remember is Pure Cleanse not only helps to cleanse the skin, but one of the major reasons and how it does that is it maintains health of the skin microbiome. We all know about the gut microbiome, right? We have thousands of bacteria living in our gut and they're important for health, probiotics, etc. But a lot of us might not know that we also have a skin microbiome, and it's just as important as our gut microbiome. And the fact is, they actually talk to each other. And so, Pure Cleanse makes sure that the good bacteria on the skin are functioning and growing properly. And so that's a really big deal. Our radiant toner, it has these new molecules, allantoin and other new molecules from the desert plantain. So when she uses our Visage collection, it's going to provide powerful health benefits that she's not going to find anywhere else. When she walks through the department store, as you do, and they have all the skincare there, and the ladies are like, oh, hey, let me put this on you or whatnot. She's going to have a system that is comparable and even above any system that she could find. And then with the super serum, it's going to help with wrinkles, elasticity, skin luminosity. Sometimes as we get older, the skin can become a bit more dull and ashen. And the ingredients that we have here can just make that skin look vibrant and bright. I noticed Samson when he got on, doesn't his skin look great? So vibrant and dewy and bright. That's what this product can do for this wonderful individual. And then our Visage Mountain Caviar can help with our creme caviar product, can help with moisturization. And it does so via an epigenetic mechanism of action. And there's no other product, skincare moisturizer, that helps to regulate the genes of the skin related to moisturization. And that's again because of this beautiful ingredient here, this mountain caviar that we have from Japan. So, Dr. Sabo, what are your thoughts about that as I went through about how these products can help this individual?
They all obviously would help this, I think it's 65-year-old
Yeah.
person. I think the two big ones is the Vitalite with the vitamins and the minerals and the bone, like you're talking about, and the collagen as well,
Yeah.
for the skin, hair, and nails, and the collagen support, as we get older.
Beautiful. And so we've talked about these four case studies tonight, and obviously we could go through and talk about a bunch more, but our point that hopefully we've made forcefully tonight is that no matter where we're at, no matter where we live, no matter our stage in life, whether we're 15 or 35 or 55 or 75, no matter if we're retired or we're in the middle of our career or we're just starting our career, if we're in college, these products have unique, powerful benefits to offer you and those that you share it with that cannot be found anywhere else. Any closing remarks, Dr. Sabo?
No, you said it very well. I would just add that, again, getting back to what I said at the beginning about health span
Yeah.
and those four categories: sleep, nutrition, exercise, social interaction, and combine that with the three products. And Dr. Dan, you've got a winner. Can help everybody, every age, in so many different ways.
Beautiful. Thank you, Dr. Sabo. Thank you, everyone, for listening to us tonight. I hope this has inspired you to share these products with all all around you. And again, let's take these products to all of the beautiful 8 billion people on the planet.